Welcome, everybody. It's Jeff Whiteman here. I'm one of the announcers at the brand new British Athletics meeting coming up on May the 27th. It's the Manchester Invitational, the brainchild of Brigham Sports, the brainchild of DIANE Modal. And our next guest is the other half of a power couple, the queen of athletics in Manchester and the Northwest. Welcome, DIANE Modal.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm not so sure about the queen bit.
Well, I wanted to just remind you of, despite your youthful appearance, what a long involvement you've had in athletics. So I first came across you when you were Diane Edwards, and you used to duff up the Dartford Harriers star Anna Whittakind. I don't know if you remember back to those English schools days. You had some great battles. We won't mention the year. And then we were both on a trip together to the Hapoel Games in Tel Aviv in Israel back in 1987. So by any measure, it's been a long involvement in athletics. What does the sport mean to you?
Well, athletics has been, I suppose, the beginning, the middle, and the end of who I am. I was given a brilliant opportunity, a chance meeting with a volunteer when I was 11 years old to take part in athletics, and I'm still privileged enough to be involved today. So athletics, sport has made me who I am, and it's been a real privileged experience.
Since your retirement from competitive athletics, you've created a charitable trust in your own name that has really been intended, I guess, to enable other young people in the Northwest to make the same journey through the sport that you did and give them a chance in life.
Well, I retired after the Sydney Olympics in 2000. And when I retired, Vicente and I reflected on, well, what do I do now? What do we do now? And we went all the way back to the beginning. We didn't think about the medals, the travel, the races won, the races lost. We actually went back to the beginning and considered, how was I able to achieve what I did over a near 20-year career? And it was first and foremost by having an opportunity to be scouted, an opportunity to go to the running track. Somebody was paying my membership fee, my kit fees, and all those sorts of stuff. But that generosity allowed me to compete in 4 Olympic Games, 4 European Championships, win gold, silver, and bronze Commonwealth Games. So setting up the foundation was very much about taking the chance out of success and making it a choice, particularly for young people growing up and living in marginalised communities.
What would the future for your charitable trust involve if it continues to flourish and generate more funds, just benefiting more people in much the same way? And where does sport fit into that journey?
For every young person that we have supported, thousands are still being missed. So what young people tell us is they want opportunities to fulfill their potential. It's not difficult. It's not rocket science. They want to be able to fill their potential through sport, through education, and then ultimately get a good job so that they can contribute positively to society. So what the foundation does is provide a platform for young people to develop the character and positive behaviours that is required for them to fulfill their potential. So in our organisation, we talk about commitment, we talk about acting with integrity, so doing an day's work, don't cut corners. We talk about resilience and tenacity, all those values and common language that sport has in abundance, doesn't it? So in 2018 alone, we worked with nearly 30,000 young people across Manchester and Greater Manchester, 700 young people a week. So our hopes for the future is that we continue to cast a wide net so that we catch and support the potential that is being missed, so that every young person has the opportunity to be the best that they can be. And that's our job, to help them map out a goal and move positively towards that goal.
Let's get very athletic specific because this is a big year for athletics in Manchester. It's the Olympic trials being staged in the arena. This event, which we hope will be continental to a gold standard event in the future, it's an opportunity, probably the best opportunity since the Commonwealth Games in '02 for Manchester to be front and centre of what's happening in the sport, isn't it?
Well, when you consider Manchester's heritage, the two football clubs, the Aquatic Centre, the Velodrome, the Commonwealth Games in 2002, we've got a brilliant heritage and tradition, haven't we, of not only bidding for, but successfully putting on international world-class events. What is unique about this event? Is its social value. It's about world-class athletics, absolutely, but it's also about giving our young volunteers an opportunity to experience what it means to be involved in international, global events such as this. So you'll see the DIANE MODAHL Sports Foundation, sports leaders and volunteers genuinely and authentically being part of the success of this event. And we're excited to put on an event that everyone can enjoy.
And the other logo that's joining us on screen is Briggan Sports. I know the backstory to the image and the name, but just explain that one to us.
So Briggan Sports is the name of our organisation, mine and Visente's organisation. Briggan is a Norwegian word. It's a place in Norway and it's very close to Visente's heart. And what Visente wanted to do, who's organising this along with Cherry, Alexander, her team, is to make sure that those athletes who have struggled and had a hard time over this last 12, 13 months, to get an opportunity to qualify for the Olympic Games, to get an opportunity to run a PB, to just compete. Let's face it, what the team have been able to do to put this event on in the first place is extraordinary. I've been involved in very little of the organisation, but I've seen what's going on behind the scenes. And by all accounts, it's going to be an amazing event because I've seen the level of commitment that's gone into it. It's going to be brilliant.
And just to complete the logo thing, what's the story, Balamory? Briggan does have that sort of beach hut, colourfully painted house frontage, doesn't it? It's kind of world famous for that.
It is. If you have been to Norway, or if you haven't been to Norway, when you get the opportunity, go. So this front of the logo is actually an area in Norway, in Bergen, that actually has all these wooden fronted shops and cafes and restaurants. It is beautiful and really depicts and sums up Norway in a nutshell. It reminds me of a little bit of a Hansel and Gretel sort of house, if anyone remembers their fairy tales from back in the day. It just takes you away into a sort of a whimsical fairy tale world, and Visente and myself are really proud of that Norwegian heritage, and we wanted to bring part of that into Manchester.
Do you still run?
That's an interesting question, Jeff. Do I still run? So if you're asking me, do I still do 70 miles a week or 120K? Do I still do 2 sessions a day, 3 gym sessions a day, a hill session every Saturday? No. But I run 3 times a week, and I'm very proud of that. If I manage 3 times a week, that's a good week. So it might involve a 5K, I'll do a 12K on a Sunday, I'll get into the gym session once a week. And I am just as much in love with athletics today as I was as an 11-year-old girl. Can't get enough.
When we get to the 28th of May, and fingers crossed the weather in Manchester is favourable, what would constitute a successful inaugural event from your point of view?
The weather's going to be fine, Jeff. The weather will be amazing. Success for us will be when the athletes tell us that they had an amazing experience, they ran fast, They jumped high, they threw far. They will tell us that we treated them well. Manchester did what it does best, which is welcome people in. We know that spectators are able to come and watch, and we want them to have a good time. It'll be a success when every single volunteer who has committed their time to the event say, when's the next one? I want to come back. That's what success will look like for us. And we're determined to make sure that everybody who comes to the event has a positive experience.